Nagesh sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Shall we wait for another 3-4 minutes?
Okay.
We'll start exactly at 8:30.
Okay.
Sorry to remind you, if you get a headphone, it would be really good, sir.
I don't have a headphone here because
But your voice is still clear.
I have a laptop. I
Yeah.
used to conduct meeting like this. There is no issue, I think.
No,
There it is.
no problems. No problem.
Unlimited. Better.
Sir, we'll start now, sir. Nagesh sir, shall we start now, sir?
Sorry, you can go ahead. You can start. No issues.
Okay, sir. Dear participants and Nagesh sir, a very good afternoon, everyone. Hope you had a nice break and nice lunch. I welcome you all for the 11th session on creativity and conflict management. This session will be delivered by Dr. N. Nagesha, Chairperson and Professor, Department of Industrial and Production Engineering, University of BDT College of Engineering, Davangere, Karnataka. Before we proceed further, I take this pleasure to introduce Professor Nagesha to all the participants. Dr. N. Nagesha is Professor and Chairman of the Department of Industrial and Production Engineering and Dean Infrastructure and Planning at the University BDT College of Engineering, Davangere, Karnataka. A native of the temple town of Sringeri, he has an illustrious academic record to his credit. He obtained diploma in mechanical engineering, second rank, BE in mechanical engineering, fourth rank, and ME in engineering management, first rank. He obtained PhD from Indian Institute of Science, IISc Bengaluru, in the area of energy management in the year 2006. His PhD thesis, titled Energy Efficiency and Economic Performance in Small-Scale Industry Clusters, an analysis of influencing factors, barriers, and drivers, has won the Best Research Thesis Award and given the Indian Economic Association Gold Medal by IISc. He worked at Kirloskar Electric Company, Mysuru, for 4 years as a design engineer before joining University VDT College of Engineering as a lecturer in the year 1997. He obtained Academic Achievement Award at UBDTCE in the year 2012 and was felicitated with Outstanding Engineer Award by Institution of Engineers India, Davangere in 2018. 6 research scholars are awarded PhDs under his guidance, and 4 scholars are currently pursuing PhD under him. Till date, he has guided 31 MTech projects and 24 BE projects. His book titled Energy Efficiency and Economic Performance in Industries is published by Lambert Academic Publishers, Germany. Till date, he has published 110 research papers, which includes 40 international journals, edited book chapters, 7 national journals, edited book chapters, 42 international conference papers, and 21 national conference papers. 3 of his papers have won the Best Research Paper Award in the COSMA 2004 conference held at IISc in the year 2004, NCA CME conference held at GSIT Karwar 2017, and NSE TME 2018 conference at SJCIT Chikbalapur. He is serving in the peer review panel of International Journal of Energy Technology and Policy, International Journal of Economic Policy Studies, World Journal of Engineering and Physical Sciences, and GRD Journal. He is serving as a panel member of Expert Committee of All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, New Delhi, and Local Enquiry Committee, LIC of VTU, Belagavi. He has served in BOAE, BOE, and BOS of MEC and IP, Board of Kuempu and Davangere Universities, both as member and chairman. He has also served in the BOS, BOE of KLE Technological University, Hubballi, and JSS Science and Technological University, Mysore. He is currently the chairman of BOS in IP, IM, MA of VTU, and also the VTU nominee in the BOS of Ramaya Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. He has also served as a member of Faculty of Engineering in Kuempu and Davangere Universities. He has served as chairman and also member of BOE Composite Board of VTU, Belagavi. He has worked as the Student Welfare Officer, Director of Science and Technology Entrepreneurs Park, Proctor of Students Association, and is currently the President of UBDTCE Cooperative Society. He has attended about 85 FDPs workshops, including online workshops till date, and delivered 71 technical talks as a resource person in various FDPs. As a coordinator, he has conducted a 3 days FDP, 1 week technical training program, 3 days entrepreneurship awareness camp, and 2 week STTP on technical communications, 2 week AICT FDP on recent advances and challenges for quality assurance and accreditation in the higher education for modern world, and 1 week FDP on advanced simulations in mechanical engineering. He is actively associated with various professional bodies. Some of them are Fellow of the Institution of Engineers, Life Member of the Indian Society for Technical Education, Life Member of Indian Institution of Production Engineers, Life Member of Quality Circle Forum of India, Life Member of Indian Institution of Metals, Life Member of Computer Society of India, and Life Member of IISc Alumni Association. A very big thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation on behalf of Government Polytechnic Arunachal and on behalf of all my colleagues and participants. A hearty welcome to you, sir, and over to you, sir.
So shall I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. But I think the camera off. ಅದು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಶೇರ್ ಇದನ್ನ
ಅದಲ್ಲ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ
share entire screen ಅಂತ yes share cancel
ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫೋನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಆಯ್ತು
ಈಗ ಶೇರ್ ಇದು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ
ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫೋನ್ ಕೇಳು ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ
Sir,
my
sir,
screen is visible now sir
you are presenting now. You do one thing, sir. You just minimize that screen. You just minimize that screen. Minimize it. Minimize it. Yeah. Then go for your presentation. Open
yeah
your
yeah
ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತು
now I think it is clear
Yes, perfect, sir.
shall I go ahead now
Yes, sir. Please.
okay good afternoon all the participants I think out of around 245 have joined I think in the due course of time others will also join I thank Harish for introducing me to the participants so the topic given for me is creativity and conflict management since it is an afternoon session and as Harish rightly pointed out, you had a good lunch. So I'll not bore you with many of the theoretical contents. I have more pictures to show you. So if you, without sleeping, if you study the pictures, I think I'll be able to put across the points which I'm trying to convey to all of you. So let's go ahead with this. Am I audible? Harish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pardon, sir.
We are able to listen to me, no? Participate.
Yes.
I can go ahead.
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah. My presentation plan is like this. Or next hour or so, I'll briefly introduce you to what is creativity. Then I'll mostly deal with creativity through examples. That is creativity through pictures. How creativity can be really, generated or creativity can be inculcated amongst the students, amongst the participants, amongst the group, because it is on leadership and excellence. How a leader can introduce or how followers can have creativity for solving problems. So then I'll briefly talk about conflict management because that is also a topic given to me. So conflict management, I'll not go in detail. I briefly present what is a conflict and what are the types of conflict and how to overcome conflict. Before I summarize and then conclude, and I'll leave the floor open to you for some queries. So let us first get an introduction. Let's basically try to understand what is creativity. Now, to create means to bring into being out of nothing. So it is from mind, nothing is there, something is created. So that is the action of creation. Something bringing something new totally. So creativity refers to a sort of thinking skills that lead to create something. The something may be a product, a process, an idea, or whatever it could be. So that is creativity. So we are in the domain of science and engineering. So in science and engineering, it is a mental process. Creativity is a mental process involving the generation of new ideas or concepts or new associations between existing ideas and concepts. You may totally come up with a new idea or an existing idea. You may come up with some association or correction. It may be a correlation kind of thing, or it could be one depends on the other, on what way it depends, analyzing the relationships. All these things are in the domain of creativity in science and engineering. Now, creativity is one of the essential attributes we would like to have amongst our graduates. What is happening is our students, whether maybe diploma students or engineering students or any other branches of students, creativity is missing. a repetition of what is being taught and reproducing that is not intelligence. So what basic concepts have to be learned, no doubt, but creativity is an additional dimension where they will add something which they have learned, an alternate application or some ideas getting added onto it. So we have platforms like ProjectWorks, Mini ProjectWorks and all such things where they exhibit their talent or creativity. Now basically we have two things. One is called invention and other is called innovation. Both invention and innovation are not possible without creativity. Invention is totally finding out something new. Thomas Alva Edison invented light bulb. Laser is invented. But innovation is small improvement of that. Because of the advent of laser that has penetrated into the field of medical, it has penetrated to the field of manufacturing. We have laser cutting, laser beam machining. Similarly, we have laser used for operation and all that. So laser inventing was laser was invented rather, and then it was innovated for various purposes. So both invention as well as innovation do require some sort of creativity. So creativity, if you look upon, it has got both the dimensions of arts as well as science. So the dimension of science can be learned by us. There are procedures, it can be experimented, it can be repeated, and it is same across all of them, all the participants. Whereas dimensions of arts, when we say, it is not common. It is God-given gift. Somebody may have got more talent, somebody may have less talent, and somebody may be more creative, and somebody may be less creative. But fact is that all of us need to have some creativity. Now, creativity essentially has its roots in thinking. So the thinking can be of two varieties. One is divergent thinking, and other is convergent thinking. In case of divergent thinking, the creative generation of multiple solutions to a given problem. In science and engineering, this is followed by evaluation of the answers and choice of optimal solutions. So people can think in a divergent way. Whether it is connected to the basic issue or basic problem or not is not the core idea behind it. Delphi technique we call. People can go on generating ideas which may be relevant or sometimes irrelevant and all that. Divergent thinking, trying to bring in more solution and then try to channelize or find the best one, optimal solution. That is divergent proposition. Whereas in case of a convergent thinking, the deductive generation of optimum solution to a given problem, usually where there is compelling inference. So in case of convergent thinking, a channelized, focused way, we don't scatter too much. We have got a focus and always initial solution will be at a broader stage and it goes on reducing and finally we reach the final solution. That is convergent thinking. Now scientists and engineers typically prefer convergent thinking. We in science and engineering, we want an optimal solution, a specific solution. That is why we are focusing more on convergent thinking. Whereas artists and performers, they prefer divergent thinking because from all spectrum, they try to gather solution. There is no best solution there, or there is no optimal solution there. Getting all the solution and trying to find out which is the best. Now, when we talk about creativity, I think best example would be Einstein. So he has a wonderful brain. He had a wonderful brain. All of us, we cannot be Einsteins, but some dimensions of Einstein must be there. So that is fostering creativity. If you look at, there are various steps or various means of going for creativity. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wishing, all participants are able to listen. Okay.
Everything is fine, sir.
Thank you. In between, I will just have this query because it's a silent thing, especially it is the afternoon. So people should not go to sleep. Of course, it's only a couple of slides, then we'll have pictures only. Right. So fostering creativity, if you look at, gather and use previously developed knowledge. One way of improving creativity or having creativity is previously developed knowledge is there that we have to study and understand. And then exchange ideas. So I may have an idea, my peer may be having another idea, or my senior may be having some other idea, we need to exchange. apply deductive logic, that is deducing. We have, mathematics deduce this relationship from a large fundamental relationship. We relating things to each other, and finally we deduce some particular equation. That is deductive logic. Look at things in alternate ways. So, it is said that a fool can ask a question which requires centuries for a wise man to answer. The best example would be why sun is going to rise in the east. So a simple answer may be that he cannot rise in the west. That is why he's rising in the east. So that kind of answer is not satisfactory. So look at things in the alternate ways. That is, questions must be generated for developing creativity. Look at things alternate way. It is not in the traditional pattern. It is happening. So all these years it has been done like this. That is why I will also continue to do that. No. So look at things in the alternate. Why not in the other way? That way. And that is the dimension of creativity. Question or challenge assumptions. We make a lot of assumptions. In most of our subjects, we deduce relationships, we obtain relationships, we draw something based on certain assumptions. But these assumptions, whether they are really validated, that has to be looked into. Then creativity will develop. So search for patterns or relationships. I talked about this earlier. You have a data set, you have two data sets, you try to compare the data sets or two universe, whether it is similar or one is greater, one is lesser, a mathematical relationship. So there we have patterns. Is there any specific way in which data is changing? Linear forecasting methods or regression analysis, many mathematical techniques we use. So basically searching for patterns and relationship is a creativity dimension. Take risks. So when you are creative, you always take risks. That is one of the dimensions. Then cultivate tolerance for uncertainty. So in creativity domain, uncertainty is the order. Always it is uncertain. What is going to happen, whether this is going to happen this way only or that way only, it is not deterministic. It is probabilistic. That is uncertain. So that is part of creativity. So all these risks are there, everything is there, but still people need to be creative because I told you creativity is a fundamental dimension for invention and innovation. Otherwise, we live the life what we are living. So if you want to develop it any further, if you want to improve it any further, creativity has to be there. So creativity may provide the difference between satisfactory and outstanding result. So an ordinary and an extraordinary. Extra is added. Similarly, creativity is the root for that extraordinary. Now, this is the theory. I told you in the beginning itself, I am not going to bore you with theory. This is the brief content of what creativity is and what creative dimensions require. Now I have a series of pictures for you, about 40 pictures I have. Each one is now gives out some kind of creativity that needs to be carefully looked into. So let us start. So all of you are able to see. If I think I may not be able to view the chat box here because I am sharing the screen. Otherwise, I would like to interact with you chat box also. What you are able to see. Are you able to see here or not?
Participants, you can directly interact with us.
Give me answers so that all these things, it need not be unidirectional. Now you can have, it need not be monologue, it can be a dialogue.
Google Chrome. Google Chrome. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದರ ನೋಟ್ ಚಾಟ್
Okay. Now I am looking at your chat box. I had shown you a picture. What is your observation I wanted? That's all. Participants.
You can.
I just told that I have put up a picture. What is the question I asked? Participants, you can just put what is.
We can see
That's-
musical instruments.
You are able to see?
Yes, sir.
Now
We
you are able
can
to
see.
see? Yeah. Now you just put in your chat
Yes.
box what is your observation? Because I have a series of pictures like this. So that is what is creativity basically. So you can just guess whatever you see, you can express it. That's it. That's no issues. In fact, I have given the clue also there. R.D. Burman, somebody has said, okay, musical instruments. Mohan Kumar is telling musical instruments. Deepanath, musical instruments, right? So you have given things there. Now the creativity here is, see, as all of you have made out, it is the picture of an R.D. Burman. So if R.D. Burman's picture is given as it is, then there is no creativity. As I have rightly pointed out at the top, it is a musical personality. His every content of blood is with music. So a person who is creating this picture, he is so creative that he has created a picture with all musical instruments as you have rightly seen. So it could be a guitar, it could be a drum, it could be some other violin or whatever. All are musical instruments. Musical instruments are used to put up a picture of a person who is really a musical personality. So the creativity of the person who has prepared this picture is very high because he has conveyed some message. He has not just communicated some picture. He could have drawn a simple picture of R.D. Burman. He has not done that. He has done that with some sort of creativity. So that is the creative dimension we can see. Similarly, the other one. Now I have put up another one. Can you just observe and give your observations? Just look at the picture. Of course, that which is very clear who he is. But what is the dimension? People are writing, okay, Prakash writes crowd, lot of people to create, maybe Amitabh. Yes, it's the right observation. So again, you are rightly observing, it is the picture of a popular star, Amitabh Bachchan, but he is so popular. I think he is the number one even today, even despite his advanced age. So the creator or the one who prepared this picture is again so creative that he has, if you enlarge this and see, it's all set of people, large number of people are there. Their gathering is used to create a picture. So his popularity is conveyed through the picture. Earlier, the R.D. Burman's picture was showing instruments, musical instruments, to show he is a musical personality. Now here it is a case of popular film star. Population, now the more people like him, that is what is being conveyed by this. So that is another sort of creative dimension in this picture. Similarly, let us come to the next one. So my discussion for another 40 pictures is like this only. So it will be by two-way. You will be seeing and you will be observing, and I will be adding some more dimensions to it. That's all. Now this is technology above humanity. What is your observation when you look at this picture? You can put it in chat box. So I'll put up the picture. So this is the next picture. So you can observe this picture and chart now. The chat box, you can give your observation. What is this picture all about? Mobile finds a safer place, mobile finds safer place, then maybe shows the priority. Umesh is writing addictions. Okay, people are participating. You are all very active. 139 of you are present now. You are all very active, despite this being afternoon session. Technology skills kills humanity, rightly said, Dipanath. Dipanjan Nath, sorry. Humanity has died, right? Okay, good observations you have made. Basically, this is a creative way of expressing how technology has overridden us. No, technology has become above humanity. So that is rightly conveyed by these two pictures by the photographer or whoever it is. In fact, it is given there a quote. Albert Einstein said, "I fear the day that technology will take on our humanity. The world will be populated by a generation of idiots." I think we have entered that idiot era. All of us, including me, all of us, we are obsessed with our mobiles. Here is a lady, she gives priority for mobile rather than the kid. Kid is lying like a stray dog. And the right hand side of that, you can see a very creative way of storing a kid or putting kid in a bag is created. So it is a least priority for human life, but we are giving more priority for the mobile. So it's a sorry state of affair, but that is being conveyed properly or more eloquently through these pictures. So this is creativity. So I'm just trying to give you occasions, give you various ways in which creativity can be developed. This is a photographer, how creative he is to just show our priority in life. Whether it is right or wrong is a different issue. Next, let us come to the next picture. Have a look on this. Have a look on this and give your observation. This is an amazing mathematical clock. So mathematician, normally we think mathematicians, they keep on solving problems, and they can be humorous also. They can create a lot of mathematical fun also. And this is an amazing clock created by them. So rightly you observed, Vijay she has observed that it is a clock, right? New technology, Saraswati, Shweta, excellent mathematical application, Lavanya, clock with mathematical formula. Yes, those are all right observations. But what I am trying to do is how a mathematician can be creative. So the creativity dimension of a mathematician is clearly brought out by this. If you look at 12 o'clock, 9 plus 3, 9 divided by square root of 9 is 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12, 9 by 9 is 1. This is 9 plus 9 by 9 is 2. So on and so forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 dimensions. One is here completely used only 9. 9 is used, and to create all other numbers, 9 only is used in the various forms, maybe square root, cube root, plus, minus, all those things. That's also again mathematics. So we know mathematics. It's not a great, addition or subtraction, not like that. But the creativity created by a mathematician looking in a new horizon, not in a conventional thinking. A clock is created by a mathematician, not simply 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to 12, making use of 9 alone, digit 9 alone. That is the creativity. So a mathematician also can be very, very highly creative like this. Hope all of you are appreciating these things. Is it making sense? Any participants, can you express? Do you like this? You can give because I thought that talking about creativity this way, especially in an afternoon session, is good. Okay, I am seeing many yes. Okay. Because I don't want to bore you with many theories. Simply this theory says this, that theory gives like this. It's not going to serve any purpose. So it is only through pictures we can learn. That is why I'm using this. I think my efforts are appreciated. We'll continue. So next, creativity can be in any other form. Here you look at this creativity. So a school is maybe Kannada Rajyotsava Day and November 1st they celebrate. Maybe that. So everybody celebrates it. It's a customary thing you have to celebrate. But how you can be creative? I think this you can see even in Independence Day parade in Red Fort and all that. Our case, most of you may not be understanding Kannada. Kesari Bidi Hasiru, like that we say we have tricolor. Built, that is the way in which parade is also, those who assemble there are positioned. Similarly, here in a school, in a very creative way, a patriotic school assembly is created here. Maybe as I said, on a Rajyotsava Day. So here is again creativity of maybe teachers, students, etc. So creativity need not be in one particular way. Just the point I'm trying to say is, it need not be in one domain. It need not be in mathematics. It can be in a parade like this. It can be in technology, expressing how technology has taken over human life. It can be in any other thing. So this is how creative a teacher or a student and teachers in a school function. That is the demonstration. We'll pass on to the next. So this is brilliant marketing. I think you can see and express your views on this, your perception. What is your observation on this? This is another creativity, excellent creativity. What do you observe from this? This is a single bathroom with an attached, single bedroom with an attached bathroom. So compact house, spacing saving options, well planned. Dr. A.V. Shastri says well planned. Dr. Mamta, space management. Okay, all of them are right. The point is, as you are rightly expressed, space is very limited. We have to make use of that. And in real estate and all, they come out with brilliant marketing ideas. It's a brilliant marketing idea. So what the person has said is, you want a single bedroom house, but it must be having attached bathroom also. So not much of space is available. That is why something new is devised. It's some creative thinking. Why not it be like this? To what extent it is practicable may be an issue, because what is the height and all that, those things are there, but at least as a creative idea, this looks very, very nice, because there is a bedroom, the person can have rest, sleep, everything there, especially maybe for students, and right beneath that is a bathroom. So this is highly creative. So the creativity dimension can be in all aspects of our life. That is the point I'm trying to convey. Now let us come to our students. We're all, mostly I think the participants are all teachers, mostly. All of us, we now interact with students, and students write funny answers, wrong answers, everything. But if students do not write the correct answer, there is no guarantee that they are not creative. So looking at this, can you give your opinion? What do you feel? This is creative answers. I am putting a question mark. Whether it is creative answers or not, we'll have to decide. What is your perception? Shweta says it's highly creative. Radhika, good one, sir. Mahalakshmi, funny. She says. Suresh Rao also feels that it is funny. Filling space. Dr. A.V. Shastri is filling space. Creative. Okay. So you have different. So it can be looked in any other way. See, what is Java? In simple words, we can say that Java is a combination of two words. In Hindi, Ja means go, and in Tamil, Va means come. So I conclude that Java means go and come. Of course, it is a wrong answer, no doubt, it's already marked. Similarly, the second one, what is Microsoft Excel? Microsoft Excel is a new kind of Surf Excel, which is used to clean computers, which is also a wrong answer. So what I was trying to tell you was, an intelligent student, a brilliant student need not be so creative, but even an ordinary student can be highly creative. Creativity dimension is different from understanding something completely and expressing it in right terms, and all that is required for education. I'm not telling that I am not telling that these students are very good, but these students, they do definitely have a dimension of creativity in them. Because Java, if they write some meaningless answers, I say that it is wrong. This is also wrong, no doubt. But here some dimension of creativity is there. They are not simply written some wrong answers for Java or Excel. They have used the domain knowledge from some other domain they have taken and they have given a funny answer. It's not a right answer. But what I'm trying to say is there is some sort of creativity in them. We have got to tap the creativity amongst the students in the right direction. We have to identify. I think these students, they are really good. They are intelligent only. Only thing is they have not read properly or something like that. If they are given proper guidance, their creativity can be tapped in a better way. That is my observation. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this is another one. So this is in a mathematics subject. Similarly, same kind of students, they are solving k is equal to 1 plus sin x by n. So they have got the reward also. The teacher has rightly called him or her as stupid. It is stupid, no doubt, but there is some creative dimension. So sin x, n is there. Since in mathematics we use variables, so n is cancelled. So 1 plus 6, it is equal to 7. So it is not the right answer, but definitely some kind of creativity is there in this. It may be wrong, but people can think on those lines. They have some kind of creativity. So that creativity, you have got to tap it. So I think I'm just looking at your chat box. People are too intelligent, aptitude thinking. You are rightly observing. So students, we cannot simply, consider that they are fools. There is some kind of creative dimension in them. We will have to rightly tap them. So similar to that, there is another one. Of course, this is not new, similar to previous one. Basically, if you look at this picture, 0 by 0 is indeterminate. It's not 0, it's not 1 or anything. It's not even 2. 0 by 0 is indeterminate. But look at the thinking process of the student. So the numerator is 100 minus 100, nothing wrong in it. Denominator again 100 minus 100, nothing wrong in it. Then 10 square minus 10 square, I don't see anything wrong. Then you take common 10 and 10 minus 10, nothing wrong. Then a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b, they have used a minus b, then a plus b, 10 minus 10, and then into 10 plus 10, nothing wrong in that also. Then 10 common, which was already taken in the previous step. So 10 minus 10, 10 minus 10 is getting cancelled. 10 plus 10, 10, 20, 20 divided by 10 is 2. And it's some sort of creative thinking. Of course, mathematically it is not sound. I told you 0 by 0 is indeterminate. But there is some thinking, creative thinking, or not normal thinking. I told you have to take risk, you have to think alternate way, then only things can happen. So that dimension I do see. This is creative thinking. Future math scholar, somebody, Meena Super is telling all those things. Okay, it's not that they're very extremely talented, or that way I'm not telling, but creative dimension is definitely there. We need to identify and tap it for the right one. So hope you are all appreciating these kinds of examples. Now let us go to the another one. Now most of us, not all of us, I think all of us are taxpayers. We have many issues with respect to our government. Tax rate is this, that, and all that. Now a taxpayer, how he is expressing his dissatisfaction through a letter in the context of Nirav Modi, that is very important. So each one of you may be reading, but I'll read it fast. So a letter is written by a taxpayer. How creative he is, we can find out from this. Dear Nirav Modi sir, feel happy wherever you are. May you prosper always. May God bless you with more and more wealth. Don't worry at all about the 11,000 crore of debt you owe to Punjab National Bank. This amount will be collected from us by our banks in small amounts of rupees 50 and rupees 100 under the guise of ATM charge, annual maintenance charge. minimum balance charge, etc. All of us, we do. We know if you look at your bank account, these kinds of deductions are made once in 6 months, once in a year, and all that. Our government will collect from us, as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan says, Krishi Kalyan says, education says, etc. These days we are busy repaying Vijay Mallya sir's loans this way. After that, we will repay your loan also. We Indians have become used to all these things. Sometimes we feel we are working and struggling daily only to repay your loans taken by great people like you. Please don't worry, Nirav sir. We Indians will repay your full loan, including its interest, and will call ourselves patriotic. With a very good wish for you and your family, a common Indian Deshwasi Vande Mataram. See how creative is. He is expressing his dissatisfaction, how the system, banking system works in this country, how rich people continue to become rich and they cheat, the common people, especially taxpayers. So, but that is done, that kind of anger is channelized in a very creative way. That is the observation. Hope, what is your reaction? Pathetic situation to citizen of our nation. Yes, sir. Radha, she says like that, Nirav Modi will have a good sleep. And so, like this. Now, yeah, the point here is creative one can be even in expressing anger. In a very talented, in a creative way, most of the points as all of us are feeling, most of us agree with this, but we could have said this in a different fashion. Now our government is this, now they are not having, we are paying all this, but the same thing is expressed in a very creative way so that we can see how creatively even anger can be expressed. Coming to the next. So what is your observation? I require your inputs now. Here is a tablet, anti-WhatsApp, men 1 tab and women 3 tabs daily. So don't you have participants both male as well as female. I don't have any gender bias. It is just whatever I have collected from internet here and there. I have just put it. It is only for conveying the idea. No gender bias anyway. So you can just feel free and express your opinion on this. Statistical data may be true. Mahalakshmi says, Adhika, definitely a creativity of husband. Yes, it is very true, says Dr. Mamta. Dr. Usha Raju, more of frustration than creativity. And Harish Kumar says it is a reality. Mohan Kumar, according to analysis, it is true. See, there is very kind of opinion, but fine. See, my point is not that whether it is right, wrong, or anyway, not of that issue. See how creatively it is done. See, all of us, we do know we are hooked on to our mobile all the time. WhatsApp also is there, but maybe slightly a bias is there that men 1 tab and women 3 tabs, maybe women are more using. That's what the person who has created this may want to say, but that's not the issue. Less or more is not the issue, but we have reached a stage wherein some medicine is required to come out of this habit. That is the creativity, and that is expressed in the form of a prescription. Men 1 tab and women 3 tabs. So this is a creativity. So as I was telling you right from the beginning, creativity in every walk of life is required, and for technological development also it is required. So we have to be creative. How we can be creative in creating new solution for the problems, alternate solution for the problems, product, process, everything. We can be creative. So that is why I'm trying to select all varieties of creativity. Next, again, continue. I beg your pardon if I put up this. Again, I don't have any gender bias, but again, whatever I have got it, I have put it. This is somewhat similar to the previous one. It carries the same kind of notion. So let's see, what is your opinion? Oh my God. It should be reversed. Somebody is saying, okay. So you can see it again. here a person has done some analogy, brain analogy, whether it's right or wrong is not the issue again. As I said, I am not here to give any judgment, but it is just I am looking at the creative dimension. So this person wants to say that men think straight, whereas women think in crisscrossed way or in a way where we cannot understand. The route is not understood. Suppose a train has to go here, it can go straight here, but here it is totally confused. Where to go, where to take a turn, and all that. Possibly that is the information. Whether it's right or wrong, as I said again, it may be right, may be wrong, but that particular message is to be conveyed through picture in a better way, in a creative way. So that is done nicely. That is the point I want to convey. Creativity in terms of thinking or a brain analogy of men and women is very, very nicely tapped through this particular picture. So this is another example of creativity. Now let us come to the next one. It is for a festival, for a holy festival. Of course, due to COVID, I think this particular year, none of us are celebrating any festival. Not possible also, not advised also. But in a conventional holy festival, this picture, see, it is said that no, show your Aadhaar card and come inside. Last year by mistake, I gave bath to someone else. Wife is telling, because when you are colored and disfigured, you'll not be able to identify whom you are. So that is why she wants to be doubly careful this year, based on the previous year's experience. That is why she is asking Aadhaar card. Please let us see the Aadhaar card. So how creative it is what is the point. Confirmation with AID. Okay, awesome creativity, funny, entry check. You are putting, 147 people are there. All of you are now deeply involved. That is what is the thing I gather looking at your chat box. So again here, creativity of the person who has created this. How creative the lady is thinking is also another point, but how that is conveyed through this picture is another dimension. Okay, we'll come to the next one. So I have shown several examples, where how people can be creative. But now Apple co-founder Steve Woz says Indians lack creativity. Somewhere he has made an observation like that. It seems that Indians are less creative. So a person wanted to counter it. He said Indians are highly creative. So to exhibit that or to support his argument that Indians are highly creative, what he has shown is a bike silencer. You can see a bike silencer is fitted with a snake kind of head, fabricated one. Now when bike moves, now you can see bush, it is leaving exhaust gas. So we in our tradition, we see that no snake gives out poison only. No snake can give good thing. Of course, it may be used in medicine, but it's poison. So pollution is also poison only. So 2 or 3 messages are conveyed. One is that what is coming out of that exhaust gases are poisonous. That is also conveyed. And the snake head and snake is emitting. That is, there are multiple ways of analyzing this. The point here is, again, we Indians are highly creative. So I am a student of Sanskrit. We had very great universities in our country, Takshashila, Nalanda, of that sort. We heard that during ancient times, those from cutting across the globe, people from different countries used to come there. There used to be written test. It is not new now. It was there. It is said Dwarapalakas, that is gatekeepers, are going to conduct written test or oral test for them. If they pass, then only they used to be allowed inside the university. So it is said that like 50 to 60% of them used to get failed there itself, in the entrance itself. So if that is the rate of failure there, what would be the capability of the gatekeepers there, and what would have been the capability of professors who are working inside Nalanda, Takshashila and all. Great gone are those great days. Now we have gone to our traditional Gurukula system. We have left Macaulay system of education. We have introduced, and we are now talking about creativity and all that. It is inbuilt. It is with Indians. So I am a great. I'm a patriot. I do feel that. I think your opinion also would be same. We Indians, we are highly creative. It is possible. I just would like to, listen from you. Do you think that Indians are creative? Just express in our chat box. It's the best answer by an Indian. Basuraj Indigiri. Yes, sir. Indian Jagan system very creative. Okay. Yes, of course, sir. 100%. Okay. Many of you are agreeing. Now, actually, we are zero. Zero, without zero, of course, mathematical world would not have developed this, so much. So we are number one in many things. But only thing is, Atmasmriti, we are not proud of ourselves. We imitate a lot of Westerns, and that is why. Otherwise, we have very high creativity amongst all of us. Ayogyah Purusho Nasti Yojakastatra Durlabha. That is what is said. There is nobody who is not having any yogyate, that means ability. Every one of us, each one of us have got ability, but only thing is Ayogyah Purusho Nasti Yojakastatra Durlabha. That means the person who is going to take out the talent or unearth the talent is missing. That is the role of teachers. We teachers, we have to identify what is the talent amongst the students and bring it out. That is where we lack. Otherwise, we are highly creative people. That is my personal opinion. Okay, let us get on with this. This is another creative way. Creative analysis of life. We talk about life, philosophy of life and all. How creatively it is expressed here. You can see. Life is the most difficult exam. Many people fail because they try to copy others, not realizing that everyone has a different question paper. All of us have got different question paper. Maybe some questions are common here and there, quite obvious, but not all questions are same for all of us. So that is why just imitating, trying to copy others is not going to help us in the long run. Maybe in the short run it will help, but in the long run it is not going to help. We have to read our question paper and we have to make our own answers. That I like this very much. This creative analysis of life. So all that I'm trying to draw the common thread here is I'm trying to analyze various pictures and trying to communicate to you that creativity can be in various walks of life, in different kinds of thinking. How we can be creative, I am trying to show you. Instead of studying too much of theory and creativity, how one can be creative in various dimensions of life. That is what I am looking at. Hope I think this you liked. What is your opinion? Very truly said. Can copy others a bit, so that means we can copy others a bit. Yes, somebody is saying so we can copy others a bit because we have people know, like we have Mahatma Gandhi, we have got great freedom fighters, we have got Vivekananda, we have got Abdul Kalam, we have got Atal Bihari Vajpayee. These are great people. We can emulate them, nothing wrong. But all situations, blindly following somebody is not the solution, is the point. We have different problems. We come from different background. We face different challenges in life. So that is like different question paper. We have to have our own answers for. That is the point. But of course, as I said in the beginning, there could be some common questions. Common questions, you can always copy or learn from others. Nothing wrong in it, especially great people. Okay. Now this is innovative. This is highly innovative. After chasing for 9 kilometers, the traffic police realized that it was a helmet. That is the end result. So initially it was not. The traffic police, they ran behind the bike rider, I think, just to catch him or her and then fine her or him, fine the person. Because it is, I was told that traffic police and all, they will be given some target in the month end. So they will be searching to put the fine. Maybe the same case. So 9 kilometers after traveling behind, and then it was realized that it was a helmet. So this is highly creative. Helmet manufacturer intentionally must have done like this. I think this is very funny but very creative. What is your opinion? Nice helmet. Helmet is looking nice. Blindfolded. Helmet may be nice, but people may think no, but it's not the case. Anyway, but this is another dimension. As I said, in every product, there can be a creative way of thinking, creative way of putting it across and confusing people. So this was confusing the traffic police. Let us come to again students, because day in and day out we teachers, we have to deal with students, especially in this COVID situation. Even our FDP is now conducted online. I am not able to see all of you. All of you are communicating to me through chat box and all that. So we don't have face-to-face contact, physical contact. So in such kind of a situation, because may not be ideal, but we don't have any other chance but to do this way. Online teaching, online learning, online training program and all that. But this is a very intelligent student. So you just closely observe him. In the first floor, maybe if a class consists of, many classes, that it is thickly populated, 80 students, 90 students and all that. And if some student does this, immediately he cannot be caught, because the hairstyle is so innovative that as though he is looking at the teacher. But if you closely observe, it is highly creative. I think most of you must have liked this. Good hairstyle, creative barber. Yes, barber is creative. Student may also be, because he might have told to do that. Sincere student, creative brain. Okay, there are many observations by you. But again, this is not easy. This is not easy. You may not be interested in the class, is different. Maybe it is bidirectional. Sometimes we cannot blame students. If the teacher is so pathetic, if he is not, or he or she is not conveying anything and is very boring, and we have got a university system or your board system of physical attendance, 80%, 85%. That physical attendance is no use. Really the mental attendance matters. But anyway, we don't have any other method. That is why we are going for physical attendance. So if the student is highly innovative, he is coming out with this kind of an idea. As I said, it is not in a class of small strength, not possible. In a big class with 80, 90 students, maybe occasionally this may work. I don't know. But point here is again, to what extent one can be creative. Even in a hairstyle, how it can be creative. Barber is creative here, no doubt. Student might have given the idea. He is also creative. So creativity can be in many, many dimensions. Now let us look at this. This is a low budget CCTV camera. See, you see, I think this appears to be a textile showroom or something, some ready-made garment showroom or something like that. So there, person at the top, he is made to sit. So he is looking like a CCTV camera. So it's low budget because he may not be having when there is no much sales, 2 or 3 are there, 1 or 2 is sufficient to manage the customers, and he's made like this. Again, who is creative here? The picture, one more photograph he has taken, he may be creative, or if it is really, I don't think that it is a reality. If it is a reality, then the owner may be creative. Whoever may be creative, but this is an alternate way of looking at things. It seems like punishing him. Maybe it's true. He may be punishing also. Like in colleges and schools, stand up on the bench and all that we say, like that it may be that also. But the picture appears to be very creative. Punishment. So punishment could be the way in which he is sitting. Actually, it looks like a punishment only. But this is a sort of creative idea by maybe a cameraman or whoever it is. Next, let us come to philosophy of life. How this can be expressed creatively. See, all of us, with our, with our education, with our degrees, or with our richness, with our vehicles, with our, ornaments, all those things, we think that we are great and we are very highly, that accomplished and all things like that. But reality of life is that we have Panchabhuta, we say we come from a place where we go back to the same place. We don't own anything. We don't own anything. You think that we own everything, but actually in reality we don't own anything. That is expressed by this. A pot was once asked, how do you remain cool in every situation? The pot answered, I just remind myself that I am made of mud and I will return back to the mud. Then why have pride and anger? Very nicely written. This is true for human beings also. We should be, I think, in the morning session, late, last part I was just logged in. He was also stress management. I think Dr. Dubey was talking rightly, you should not have anger, you should not have all these things, how to lead a stress-free life. I think it is in tune with that. If we have this philosophy that we have not brought anything and we are not going to carry anything, it's all 3 days or whatever life we have with love and with affection, if we live, we can do a better life. I think that is being conveyed here in a very creative way by the story of pot. This is not the story of just the pot, it is the story of every human being also. So creativity through another kind of an example. Let us come to this. Unity in diversity. We say ours is a country. We have different religions, regions, different traditions, different culture, but still we are a country, united country. And that is greatly expressed here. Makara Sankranti is done in a New Year day in different parts of the country. So if you look at carefully, different practices in different regions of the country is very well expressed by this artist. So it is highly creative. So another example I have. So we, see, India is not just a country. India is like a mini world. Because not only because we have different regions, religions, customs, different crops, different languages, too many languages and all that. But if you look at sheer population, this is very well expressed. Even in, I think, in a school, this particular kind of graph can convey, or this particular kind of picture can convey a lot of things to students they can easily understand and remember. So Karnataka is like Italy. Maharashtra is like Mexico in terms of population I'm talking about. United Andhra, now it is divided, of course, Telangana and Andhra. Andhra is like Germany. Tamil Nadu is equivalent to Turkey. And Kerala is equivalent to Iraq. Gujarat to South Africa, roughly, of course. And our Rajasthan is United Kingdom, England. And Madhya Pradesh is France. Uttar Pradesh is Brazil. See, this kind of a thing, this is highly creative thinking only. Taking the population there and then bringing it here, and equivalence is brought in terms of population. It conveys 2 or 3 messages. One is we have got so many countries in one particular map. Normally, especially for students in the school age, that is high school or primary school, this kind of a graph can convey a lot of easy message they can remember. Our population is very high, and we have got a state. A state is equivalent to a country. Otherwise, see, when I was a student also, normally when we say some other country, we don't have that kind of picture with us. We think that that is also a country equivalent to our size and all that. So many dimensions are portrayed in this, and this is highly creative. That's what I feel. What do you feel? Let's have some interaction. Excellent. Many countries, one India. Vishwaguru, Preeti Bhatt, Vishwaguru, right? We have to go a long step ahead now. We need to do much more to become Vishwaguru, but we are, I think, on the right track. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is our thinking. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu is our thinking. Those are the tenets of Vishwaguru. And I think we are on that path. Beauty of India, population. Okay, you are all with me as indicated. And chart I am looking at, only thing is I should not bore you in the afternoon session. I should not bore you. I should, if possible, I should try to communicate certain things to you, which you like. Look at this. This is very interesting. Importance of light in photography. How nicely it is brought out by the photographer himself. Importance of light in photography is nicely brought out by a photographer himself. This is pottery. Lots of pots are kept there. and the person is also there, and his and his stomach is looking like a pot, just because of the shade of the light. So importance of light in photography, how best you can tap. I think if you write pages together on how important light is in photography, or explain the importance of light in photography, 10 marks, 5 pages you can write, 2 pages you can write, 3 pages you can write, but that will not be conveying how important it is like this photograph is conveying. Excellent way of showing. Very highly creative, according to me. What do you feel? Great. One word. Great. Okay. Yes, sir. Great. Belly part, stomach of a person is same as pot. You are right. Stomach is looking like. So that is what is brought out. But that is funny side of it. He has got a stomach which is similar to pot, and all those things is a funny part of it. But the creative part of it, this particular picture is that photography, how nicely he has taken photography, uncovering other things, covering only the pot portion and reflecting the light here and there. So, and showing that if there is some shaded place, that is, if light is not there, how photography is going to come, and if light is there, how it is going to come, and how we can wrongly project something. Everything is there. There are too many lessons to be learned from this. So in all put together, it is highly creative. So people can be highly creative in pictures also. So let us go to the next example. This is analysis of a confused personality. You give your opinion on this. Let me see. What do you think? Because each person can think in his own way or her own way. This is analysis of a confused personality. That's what I have named it. Of course, taking the picture, I have named it. All these pictures I have collected from different sources. And I thought that creativity can be best explained to you people in this form. Not that I am an expert in this. I am also a learner like you. But I have just collected the pictures, and I thought that creativity can be explained to you through these pictures rather than preaching a lot of theory or a lot of laws and a lot of observations, steps and all that. It's not going to help. But this is going to inculcate that kind of a feeling of how creative one can be in various walks of life. Yes, I look at the chat box now. What do you feel about this picture? More safe driving. Dr. A.V. Shastri is telling more safe driving. Well, creative person. A different car. Right side of picture is extending long. Mohini Patil. She is observing like that. Person thinking is a multidimensional one. That is Deepanjan Nath. Babani Shankar, a different car. Okay. Now, a car, no doubt, but where is the head, where is the tail is not properly done. That is why I have named it like analysis of a confused personality. A person may be confused for various reasons. What to do, where to go, where is the front, where is the back, nothing. See, if you look at this car, if you look at the...
Sir, it shows a no limit for creation.
Sorry, it shows no?
It's no limit for creativity.
Exactly, madam. Your name, please?
Dr. Mamta Takar sir, from Nagpur.
You are right. There is no dimension. You can think in any way. This particular car, if you look at the mirror, it appears to be something else. But front cannot be, wheels are in the opposite direction. So if you think from wheel, front appears to be this way. But the radiator and all, if you look at front, appears to be another way. So it may be a funny car created for that purpose. But the example is that this is a confused personality. Sometimes you will not be able to understand a person, what he or she thinks, why they react like that and all that. So somebody is creative in expressing the personality through this. That is what. So how creativity is shown even to represent a personality through a car. And that is the point. So it's highly confusing. Which is the front, where you can argue in any way, and you can look from different perspectives and try to say this is the front, that is the front. That is not the issue. But the thing is, it is confused thinking. Person is confused totally. Not the person created this. He is trying to portray a personality of some person. So that is the best example of creative way of expressing something. Let's go to the next one. So all of us, I think we do agree that intelligence and education, they are not the same. Maybe that one is required for the other, maybe there, but I hate when people confuse education with intelligence. You can have a degree and still be an idiot. This, I totally agree with this. I have seen many cases. People with degrees need not be intelligent, they need not be knowledgeable also. So that too are, there are some common dimensions, but they are different. So that is crudely expressed by this particular handout. And this, I think, I beg your pardon, because written in Kannada. If somebody is participants from some other state, they may not be able to read this. It is in Kannada. Gate tegedoru muchkandogi. That means for the others, those who are not understanding Kannada, this is it's a gate. Now those who open the gate, they have to close the gate and go. That is the message they want to convey, but that is written in a local language, in a harsh way. So it conveys some other message also. So some sort of creativity is exhibited by the owner of this. Now let us come to the next one. This I require each one of you should respond to this. You observe this and tell me through your chat box what you are seeing. This is artist's creativity. An artist is highly creative here. What do you see looking at this or observing this for about 2 minutes or 1 minute or whatever? You just give your observation in the chat box. Then I will comment on this. Harish, you are there? Coordinator?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Is it okay?
It's fine, sir. Everything is fine.
I thought that completely theory is not useful. Instead,
what I am feeling is, I think you have taken much pain in making this session more creative, sir.
Then I go to the concept. Okay, musician, person, a man and a woman, 4 persons, 2 people, young people, 4 people, old couples, lady and man sitting opposite, old age, engaged, person is sitting and have a cap of his head. Music, they are saying, okay. Yeah, nobody is wrong here. See, it is the perception. If you look at the artist here is so creative that he is using, see, the left hand side is actually looking like a old aged woman, and right hand side is looking like a old aged person, man. And inside that, if you closely observe below the near the eye and all, there is a prince and a queen also. The same picture of old aged lady is also conveying a princess. And here also the old aged man, same picture is showing a prince also. So it all, the creativity here is creating such a picture. And it can also be argued that the same person who is young will also become old one day or the other, and how he will graduate or how he will look. There are many software available. I think most of you must have checked. We are always curious about our past days and our future also. So there are many softwares where you give your photograph or something, and then you can give the age, say how it is going to, how our shapes and our appearance is going to change. Everything softwares are available. So same way, this is artist's creativity. Artist, how nicely he has conveyed many messages he may be intending to convey. So the same old is also there, new is also there. It is based on your perception. You see, you may see a young prince and princess. If you want to see that, you want to see an old aged person, that is also left to you. So your perception, but creation is by the artist. So highly creative way he has used to do this. So again, creativity can be in all walks of life, as I am continuously talking about. So let us take up this. This also you must have seen somewhere. So these are all leaders. There are 10 leaders if you look at. Former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Jawaharlal Nehru, all of them are our Prime Minister, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Tatya Topi, S.C. Bose, Bhagat Singh, S. Radhakrishnan, Indira Gandhi. So there are 10 pictures. 10 pictures in the form of tree. So I call this as creative leaders tree. So pictures can be written. He wants to present a picture and there he is highly creative. There are branches, there are leaves, everything, but it is highly creative that those kinds of pictures are conveying certain personalities. So one particular aspect which he is trying to present is also conveying many other information. So an artist can be highly creative, like previous example, this is also an artist's creation. Do you like this? What is your comment on this picture? Chat box. Creative tree with great leader sketch. Okay. Burger tree. Really creativity of an artist. Okay. So artists, how they can be creative, you have seen. Now let us come to researchers. Researchers, most of us, we have no technical papers writing, we teach, we conduct experiments, we conduct research, we guide research and all that. So here is a couple who are researchers. They have prepared a wedding invitation in the form of a research paper. If you have seen the research paper, no, these are the basic content of a research paper. Wedding ceremony on 16 February 2020. So when is the wedding held? This is publication date kind of thing. This is wedding invitation. This is journal's name maybe. Google location is given, maybe journal where it is done, where it is getting published and all. And then this is the title of the paper. Tie up between two souls. Cordially invite you with your family to the most important day of our life. And then who are the authors of the paper? Vikas Mishra, Shashi Pandey. And then Department of Physics, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, IIT Bombay, POI. Department of Electrical Engineering, KNIT, Sambalpur. See, if you look at this is exactly replica of a research paper. First page, when is the article published, what is the abstract, what is the journal name, heading, everything. The creativity in them is that they are basically researchers. Day in and day out, they are reading research papers, writing research papers and all. So for their wedding invitation, they thought, why not we prepare this in the form of a research paper? That is the creativity. So expressing in the form of a research paper, it attracts. So it is new for us. See, everybody gives the invitation. There is nothing wrong in it. The purpose of invitation is to invite. You have to essentially know where is the location, where you have to go. Of course, now it is a COVID situation. There are a lot of restrictions. You cannot go. But in the normal duration of life, normal course of life, you have an invitation. All that you want is when is the invitation, where is the marriage and when, what is the timing, at what time you have to go. That's the information to be conveyed. But that is conveyed in a very nice fashion, in a research way. So this is creativity of a researcher. So creative way of giving out an invitation, research, wedding invitation. This also I liked. That is why I thought, let me bring this also. So what is your observation? Research guide, Chetan Evi is telling research guide. Obsessed with research paper, okay. Maybe the researchers are obsessed with their research content. That is why even invitation also they are doing it in that way. Okay. Next. See, we had demonetization, all of us, we know. Currency demonetized, now the 1,000 rupees and 500 rupee note was banned and all that. A 5th standard student, a class 5 student, expressed demonetization through picture in a very, very nice way. Highly creative student he should be, because see how he has nicely tapped the essence of demonetization, the objective, the purpose of demonetization. Central government strategy to demolish black money. That was why demonetization was done. Mainly, that was the first fundamental objective. See how he is doing. He's a fifth standard student, mind you. You cannot express, no, you cannot expect him to be very sophisticated in concept and all that. But even then, how nicely he has put it, he or she, I don't know. 50 days deadline was given. Otherwise, this water is going to go off. 50 days deadline, then this drain will be open or tap will be open. That is the meaning. So up to that, a parallel level is created, another beaker or content, white money tank, and this is the black money tank. Now fishes are trying to know, you know, that those who are having lot of black money, they cannot surface here, but they cannot go through this. Small fish, somehow they can manage. Water can definitely go. Even small fishes can get into this side, but big fish cannot go. All water will go and big fish will stay here, and after 50 days, only 50 days was given, then this tap will be open. All the water which is not gone will be drained off and drained off, and big fish will be caught here, and they will, without water, they have to die. So very excellent way of expressing demonetization objective through picture. I liked it a lot. What is your opinion? What do you think? This is good research rather than creative. This, I think, Mahalakshmi is talking about the previous slide. I just want your opinion on this slide. The demonetization and student, class 5 student expressing demonetization. What do you feel? Future scientist. Indian fish jump and the jug. Okay. Okay, so now the student is creative because understanding the concept of demonetization and putting it in the form of a picture is not an easy task at least at that level of class 5 level. Highly creative student is what is my opinion. So let us come to the next one. This is again on demonetization. So here an artist may be expressing this. Our country is under renovation. So during demonetization, we had a lot of exchange. Exchange was somewhat prohibited, and currency was under strain. And this 500 rupee note was like a tissue paper. So all these things is very nicely portrayed through pictures in a creative manner by another, maybe an artist or one who is involved with demonetization. Now this is very, very funny. I think you can express your opinion. What do you think on this? What do you think on this? This is effect of demonetization I have put. Effect of demonetization has led to this. Now this is not the situation. At that time, this was the situation. What do you make out of this picture? You can put it in chat box. I'll give a minute. You can think on this and express in chat box. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೌದಾ ಹೌದು ದಿನೇಶ್ ಬಿ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ 2017 ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಹೌದು 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 ಹೌದಾ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಾನು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರಜೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇವತ್ತು, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು FDP ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೌದು, ನಾನು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾಳೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾಳೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಎ ಕಾಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಯುವರ್ opinion? Okay, creative thinking, disappointed couples. Okay, Meena Sundari is telling disappointed couples. They are not be disappointed. Encouraging the digital transactions. Okay, that was the right observation. Even coins are accepted here. Dr. Usha Raj is telling even coins are accepted here. Okay, okay. So the point again, it is showing demonetization effect was there on all walks of life at that point in time. So you know that you attend a marriage or whatever, there is a tradition or no that you present something and all that. Usually in terms of currency you present, but currency was under strain at that point in time. So this is showing that these couple, they are ready with even digital transaction. Now you can if you carry your card, you can just pay there, like what we are doing now in shops and all that. So it was just showing, somebody was rightly now encouraging digital transaction, somebody was telling, that is true. But the effect of demonetization, you can, if you look at from the other perspective, even during effect of demonetization, they expect something from you. They want something from you, that is why they are showing this. It is just funny, but just to show that demonetization, it has affected all walks of life. So that was the creativity there of the person who has created that. Now let us get into the next one. Here, a short-term comfort versus long-term gain. This is well expressed here. This is very well expressed here. Don't burn your opportunities for a temporary comfort. Now he is feeling cold. That is why the ladder what he is having, he is cutting this and then he is generating some heat. So when once the heat is off, he will not be able to climb the ladder because there are no poles in it. So it's a picture, it's a simple thing, but it is conveyed. It conveys a larger message in life. So for short-term gain, we should never go for long-term loss. That is the point. Harish, I think how much of time I have?
Sir, the session end time is actually through. I think looking at the way it's going on, maybe another 10 minutes I can take.
Okay, another 10 minutes I'll be able to wind up, I think. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I hope participants are not bored. Okay. So it is now coming to the COVID situation now. So importance of wearing mask, how best it can be. Even a plane is having a mask here. It is just, of course, you don't go to the letter and spirit of what is the content of that, but it is only to highlight the importance of wearing a mask creatively. Now, this is early days of COVID scare. You know that, of course, now COVID is spread everywhere. We are not caring much. Every day in Karnataka itself, around 9,000, 10,000, nearly 10,000 cases were reported yesterday. So we are not scared much. But initially, when it was one case or two cases, even suppose one case is reported, people used to get a lot of frightening cause was there. So that was best conveyed by this particular picture. So it was said that somebody is having inside the plane, somebody is having COVID. What happened? This happened. It is just, of course, it is only a creation, picture creation. Nothing of this sort can happen or will happen. But it is just to show how early days of COVID scare, how it is. So in a creative way, it is expressed. Now, all of us are salaried people. I think we can understand this better. We have a very good salary, gross salary, but you have the EMI for house, you have for vehicle loan, for this loan, that loan, and deduction, all those things. And by the time you get your salary, your net salary is so small. Your gross salary is so big, but your net salary is so small. But that is conveyed by a real photograph very nicely. So this is creativity. Then let us come to an architecture. An architect can be highly creative. You can see this is a real temple. Temple, if it is in the form of Om. Those who know Sanskrit know it is Om. I'm just showing here. This is three kind of thing, and then this is in the form of Om. A highly creative architectural drawing or architect has done this. This is creative thinking. And similarly, I'm going a little bit fast because let me complete in another 10 minutes. Creative real estate owners. Real estate owners, they want to boost up their site and all, area and all that. So he has used Devlok here. Devlok means all of us we have heard, Devloka is going to be so beautiful, so well furnished and all that. So that way he is showing all the various facilities here, like some mountain kind of a thing and swimming pool, all those things, whatever is there, everything in the form of a Devlok, and then he's advertising. It is creative way of doing it. Now, just to show that that particular locality is going to be very highly attractive, he is showing this. That is a creative way of doing it. Okay. Next, I'll just touch upon some nature. You see, I was talking about people or men being creative in various walks of life. But even nature is already creative. This is ginger. Ginger, you can see that it is Balamuri Ganapati. Very creative. Nature has created this, not man. Nature is also creative. Coming to this, there is a particular flower. You can see a princess here and also a bullock. So this is naturally grown. So it is nature's creativity. Creativity is not only for human beings. Creativity is there for nature also. See, this also is, vegetables are also creative. Carrot, this. See the foot of perfectly foot. And here is parrot or whatever. See, all these things are created by the nature. A point I am trying to stress is creativity is part of us. Human beings are inherently creative. Only thing is it has to come out in some or the other form, that we are not creating that kind of an environment for our students also. Creativity is there in each, even in nature. Now this is the best example. See, nature is highly creative and it is patriotic also. See, this is taken by a photograph taken by an artist. This photograph is the real one, has won the national award. It is on the highway between Bhopal and Indore. It is real. You can see the map of India in this photograph. See, you can see a perfect map of India. Very nice map of India, created by the nature, tapped by a photographer. Excellent creativity. The photographer is very, very highly creative because he has to take this photograph, means he must have observed it, he must have positioned himself in the right place and then taken this. Excellent creativity by the photographer. I keep telling that our nature is patriotic. I am a student of Sanskrit. I told you, Astitarasyam Dishidevatatma Himalayo Nama Nagadi Raja Purva Paroto Yamidivagahya Hastitaf Prithivyayo Manadanda. See, we pray our hills, our water sources, rivers, everything, because we realize God everywhere there. That is why nature is also loving our country. So India's map is created by this. If you closely observe, it is the map of India. So nature is also patriotic and it is creative. So I think I am through with all the pictures. So I told you my lecture is mostly using pictures only. Now I told you that I have shown through pictures that people are creative, students are creative, everybody is creative in one or the other angle. And even nature is creative. Then if so much of creativity is there, why it is not coming out? There has to be some stumbling blocks or barriers or obstacles. So in one slide, I just, from theory, what are the barriers or blockages existing for our creative thinking? Perceptual barriers are there, detecting what you expect. Somebody is going to detect what you expect, that kind of a thinking. Perception, difficulty in isolating problems. There are several problems. I am not able to identify a particular problem and then have some creative solution. Emotional blocks are there. Fear of taking risk. Many of us, including me, we are risk averse. We don't want to take risk. We want to go in the traditional path only. Imprecise or missing data. Imprecise data or missing data. Data may not be there, or imprecise wrong data is there. Based on that data analysis, we conclude something. So we have a regression where all the independent variables are wrongly collected or misinterpreted, and then I have a dependent variable, and concluding based on those independent data, that is dependent dimension of the dependent variable is going to be wrong. So imprecise or missing data. Judging and not generating ideas. We have a bad habit of judging. Somebody generates some idea, that is not good. Good or bad, you keep generating ideas. First you generate maximum number of ideas must be generated, then creativity can develop. So then some cultural blocks are there, or cultural barriers are there. Taboos, we have very tradition, different traditions restrict certain things, thinking in the opposite direction, thinking in the alternate way, that is prohibited by those taboos. Mathematical analysis is better than intuition. We don't believe in our intuition. Many times our sixth sense gives a lot of good answers or creative answers, but we don't have a logic for it. That is why we think that those which has got mathematical or analytic type of treatment only is good. or only is creative. Need not be. Sometimes even intuition can give good creative solutions. Then another barrier is expressive barrier. We have a communication problem. We choose the wrong language. In right place, maybe they may be using wrong language, or we may not be using expressing something in the right place. All such things. Wrong tools to express. We may not be using proper language to express, proper tool to express this, and solving problem. These are all some of the stumbling blocks. If we overcome these blocks, I think each one of us can be creative, and creativity can help. I told you in the beginning, creativity can help in invention and innovation. Invention and innovation are hallmarks of any developed society and much better economy. So this is my brief content which I wanted to offer you for creativity. Next, another small piece of information on conflict. I'll rush through, and then I'll leave the floor open for your questions. So we'll just go through conflict management, because that was also given to me, creativity and conflict management. I finished creativity. Now conflict, as all of you know, each one of us, we face conflict in our day-to-day life. In a leadership also, a leader has to face conflict amongst his subordinates or followers. So let us basically define what is a conflict. A dictionary, Webster's dictionary says, a battle or contest or opposing forces existing between primitive desires and moral, religious, or ethical ideas. It could be anything. Conflict could be in any of these dimensions. A state of incompatibility of ideas between two or more parties or individuals is a conflict. Conflict may be defined as a friction between individuals due to difference of opinion, ideas, beliefs, values, needs, or objectives. This is most commonly we encounter. Conflict is arising because of friction between individuals. That is what we face in our work places, due to difference of opinions, ideas, beliefs, values, and needs or objectives. Because of this, conflict arises. Conflict management now is the practice of identifying and handling conflict in a sensible, fair, and efficient manner. We have conflict, we need to resolve them. What are the types of conflicts? There can be intrapersonal conflict. Within individual, within a person, there can be conflict. Should I go and attend the class, or should I not attend the class? Is a conflict an individual student is facing. A teacher may be that I am attending a training program, should I attend the afternoon session or not? Maybe the conflict he or she is facing. Similarly, interpersonal, between two persons, conflict can be there. Then intra-group and intergroup. Within a group, in one class there could be one section, section A, section B. Section A there could be conflict, and section A, section B, between them there could be conflict. And competitive versus disruptive conflict. Competitive means one person, let us say two toppers are there, both of them are intelligent, one is scoring highest marks, say 95 in one subject, mathematics, and another is scoring 92 in science, whereas there is a competition. So that is constructive competition. So conflict of that nature is good, because I want to score more marks than him or her. It's a good conflict to exist. Even in an organization, if performance-wise, if competition is there, conflict is there, that is good. Good for the individuals as well as good for the organization. But it should not be disruptive conflict. Disruptive conflict is that if he or is showing more productivity in an organization, somehow see to it that his or her productivity is reduced by meddling with the machines or meddling with the procedure or something like that. That is wrong. Disruptive conflict is counterproductive. It should not be there, but competitive type of conflict is always good to exist. Now, how to resolve conflict? I told you it is clashing of ideas. There are different ways, but all of them come under this particular management styles. One is assertiveness and other is cooperativeness. When highly assertive, highly cooperative, you have got this kind of a collaborating structure. When assertiveness is less, you don't assert much, but highly cooperative, then you have got this kind of a style, accommodative style of resolution of the conflict. Whereas assertiveness is high, but cooperativeness is very, very low. In that case, it is competing, lot of competition. And when both of them are low, it is avoiding, it is those kind of a thing. Both of them are at 50-50 level, it is compromising. These are the just styles of resolving the conflict. That is same thing is expressed here. Suppose it is considered that two opposing ideas are there. Now, within individual or between two individuals, you win, I win, win-win situation. You win, I lose, lose-win situation. You lose, I win, win-lose situation. And you lose, I lose, lose-lose situation. So conflict can be resolved in these 4 styles, but they are not all of them are good. So that is given here. In competition, win-lose situation is there. Win-lose situation in competition. Actually, the best one is win-win situation. Accommodation, win-win situation is there. Collaboration, win-win situation is there. If you look at this, collaboration, accommodation. These 2 are the best one. So that both the participants will win, win-win situation. Conflict resolution, accommodation and collaboration. These are the best way of resolving a conflict. Win-win situation exists in both. Whereas avoiding and compromising is lose-lose situation. We should not have this. Whereas competition is okay, win-lose situation. Somebody wins and somebody loses. Still conflict can be resolved. Now I think this is my last slide. How to prevent conflict? Conflict should not happen. Ideally speaking, in an organization, a leader is there and followers are there, or some work is being carried out, some product is being produced, or process is being done. There, conflict as low as possible it should be. If there is no conflict, ideal case. But there will be some conflict. So we have to resolve the conflict. I talked about the idea of conflict resolution or methods of conflict resolution. Now, how to prevent the conflict? The conflict doesn't take place at the first place, is the ideal situation to happen. What are all the precautions which can be taken? Frequent meeting of your team. A leader should always meet his teammates frequently so that they understand what are the requirements, what problem they are facing. Then not much of conflict will arise. Allow your team to express openly. That is democratic style of functioning. Let them express their views. Let them give their views for problems or solutions or whatever. Sharing objectives. So management by objectives you must have heard. Sharing objectives. All of us, if we share the objectives in an organization, then it is always better. Conflict will be less. Having a clear and detailed job description. This is particularly for industry. If the job description is very clear, then there is no ambiguity, rejections will be less, and workers will also be happy. Distributing tasks fairly, uniform distribution of work. Maybe in an engineering college, maybe in a polytechnic, or maybe in an industrial organization. If distribution of task is done fairly, conflicts will be less. Never criticize team members publicly. So when we are working in a team, so it must be collaborative type. So ideas must be encouraged to, they must come up with ideas, good or bad. In creativity, we just know same. More number of ideas should come. So we should not criticize the members in publicly. That will lead to conflicts. Always be fair and just with your team. So you have to have fairness level for all. It is especially for a leader. A leader should be fair to all of his followers. And then being a role model. That is, you have to lead by an example, not by exception. I have seen many leaders leading by examples. Our Prime Minister is the best example, leading by example. That is the best style of functioning, rather than leading by exception. I don't do it, all of you should do it, all of you should come to the office 9 o'clock, but I will come at 10 o'clock. That is leading by exception. That is not the case. First place I will come, then you ask all others to follow you. That is the best tenet of a leader. Being a role model is the best way of avoiding or preventing conflict. So friends, I thank a lot for your patient hearing. I crossed the limit by 10-15 minutes, I think, but hope all of you appreciated. Now I leave the floor open to Harish, and if you have any question through chat, you can ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer. Over to you, Harish.
Thank you so much, sir. And dear participants, would you like to ask any question?
If you want to express something, questions or observations, anything, orally or chat box, anything is fine.
In fact, everyone is thanking you for very creative and nice sessions.
You know,
sir, dear participants, sir, there is one question I think.
It appears, I think we do that. You stated in the introduction slide that all attributes are useless without activity. If someone is in charge of maintenance department, then he will have to follow the instructions of the manufacturer without deviations. How creativity play a role You're right. I know all attributes are useless without creativity. Does that mean that creative of handling problems must be there? Their attributes may be there. Attributes is good. It's not that they are totally erased. But if you have very good attributes and if you don't have creativity, those attributes will not shine in a way in which it is expected to shine. So even in the problem of maintenance, what you are telling, if you are creative in taking the suggestions from your personnel or you have a creative solution, it is better that way. It is only said that all other qualities are waste without creativity. Is a highly creative person only can do not the case. But if it is coupled with creativity, he can shine better. That is the point which I was trying to convey. Thank you. Here again, the philosophy of life shown by you on picture is to remain cool and remembering our days always. Now, what is the point of learning other creativity traits anymore? No, see, creativity is unbounded. Like there is no boundary. Creativity can be anywhere and everywhere. In your own walk of life or in somebody's walks of life, wherever you want to be creative, in whatever, in your day-to-day functioning, in your professional functioning, if you want to be creative, you can always be creative. So if you develop that kind of a habit, it is good. That is the point which I was trying to convey. I think.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I think not many questions. I appreciate it. Okay, sir. Okay, Harish.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your nice session and very creative session. In fact, it is. Thanks for accepting our invitation, sir. And on behalf of the staff and principal, Government Polytechnic Ratnagiri, and on behalf of all the participants, I thank you for your valuable time and experience and sharing your valuable experience, enlightening us through this session. We hope we'll receive same kind of suggestions and guidance in the near future. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Harish.